It's a question the Outlander fan community has been asking for a decade. Sam Heughan and Caitriona Balfe. Are they more than friends? From co-stars to iconic on-screen perfect couple, when Outlander began filming its first season in 2013, few expected that the two main actors, Sam Heughan, Jamie Fraser, and Caitriona Balfe, Claire Fraser, would create a classic on-screen chemistry. They played husband and wife, deeply in love, sharing emotional, romantic, painful scenes, with a trust and attachment that few have been able to replicate. Caitriona once said in an interview, "I can't imagine playing Claire without Sam. He's my rock on set." And Sam was candid, "We're a team. Sometimes we don't even need to speak, we just look at each other and know what the other is thinking." Red Heart. What about in real life? This is where things get ambiguous but emotional. Sam and Caitriona have always denied their relationship, insisting that they are just extremely close friends. But they have also made the fan community crazy because of their sweet moments. In an interview, when asked if Sam could love someone like Caitriona in real life, he laughed and replied, "Who wouldn't love her?" In 2020, when Caitriona got married, in an extremely private wedding, Sam was the first to post his congratulations and called her, "the most amazing woman I have ever known." Camera with flash moments that made fans believe that something was going on. They always looked at each other like no one else existed on the red carpet. The times Sam posted photos together and called Caitriona her soulmate. Once at Comic-Con, Sam put his hand on Caitriona's shoulder very naturally, looking at her with eyes that many fans described as like Jamie looking at Claire. Zippermouth face. What do they say about the dating rumors? The two have always maintained a consistent stance. "We're not in a relationship in real life. We're best friends, but we're really best friends." Caitriona once answered in an interview with EU, "It's interesting that people always think that if two actors get along on screen, they must be in love. But friendships can go that deep. Paperclip more than just friends." Although not a romantic couple in real life, Sam and Caitriona have a rare friendship, a relationship filled with respect, love, understanding, and a family-like bond. Many fans call them soul partners, and that might be even more lasting than romantic love. We always knew, but never dare say, the silent love story of Sam Heughan and Caitriona Balfe. On the third-floor balcony of an old hotel, in the middle of a mild Scottish summer night, two figures sat in silence. The wind blew through her red hair and his tousled hair. Neither of them said a word, but the atmosphere was heavy. The final season of Outlander had ended 3 days ago, and this might be the last time they saw each other as Jamie and Claire, or maybe the first time they saw each other as Sam and Caitriona. Over the past 10 years of filming, they had been through everything together, shooting in blizzards, arguing over tense scenes, hugging each other in the dead of night, crying together when their characters had to part. Sam had injured his back in season 3. The first person to bandage him was not a nurse on set, but Caitriona. She was careful, her hands shaking, and Sam joked, "If you weren't a doctor on the show, I wouldn't believe you." She laughed, and they were silent for a long time after that. Sometimes after a long day of filming, when the crew goes home for the day, Sam and Caitriona still sit in the small kitchen of the set, just to have a glass of whiskey and talk about real life. No Jamie, no Claire, just them. When Caitriona secretly got married in 2020, Sam didn't show up for the wedding, not because he wasn't invited, but because he couldn't face it. Sam's best friend once revealed, in an off-the-record conversation, "I think his heart broke a little that day. He still smiled, still worked, still filmed love scenes with Caitriona as if nothing had happened." But once, drunk, Sam exclaimed in a bar in Prague, "We never said we loved each other, but there was something between us that never ended." In Season 6, there was a scene where Jamie hugs Claire in the woods after a series of tragedies. The script only called for a hug. But Sam suddenly kissed Caitriona lightly on the forehead, then whispered very softly, "I'm here." The director did not call cut. The camera silently recorded. After the scene, Caitriona walked behind the crew and wiped away tears. No one asked anything, the scene never aired. It was cut, because it was too personal, too real. Quote,